Are you making long form content or are you making short form content? Because that's probably why you can't decide what platform to use. What's up, everybody? My name is EJ. I am your soon-to-be favorite non-traditional consultant where I help you with your marketing, your videography, your photography, your website, your project management for your business. And welcome to the You versus You series. This is part 3. Part 1 was about niches, part 2 is about inspiration, and part 3 is about what type of content, figuring it out, what type of content you want to make. So make sure you are caught up on all of those series, all of those other parts, and let's get into today. So you really need to figure out what type of content you want to make, because the question I get almost in every consultation meeting is, what platform should I post to? And so my next question is, when I'm trying to help people, the clients that I have, figure that out, my next question is, well, what type of content do you want to make? Do you want to make long form content or short form content? And that's usually where they get stuck, okay? That's usually where they get stuck because you need to figure that out first. There are a lot of differences between long form and short form content, but it really helps picking out your platform. So for instance, if you want to do long form content, I consider long form content to be anything more than 10 minutes, just considering what, the platforms we have available are and what they require and things like that. I consider long form content any video that is 10 minutes or more. Short form content, to me, I consider around the 5-minute mark when we're talking about videos. And of course, photography is included in that as well because it is short form, right? It doesn't take 10 minutes to post. You know what I mean? Anyway, so you have to figure out which one you want to do. So if you want to focus on short form content, then YouTube is probably not going to be your main platform. If you want to focus on long form content, then Instagram is probably not going to be your main platform. Now, notice I said main platform, okay? Later on in the series, we're going to talk about platforms, how you have your main platform, your secondary platform, then your third platform. We're not into that yet. But your main platform is really the launching place for everything else, whether that is repurposing content, which we're going to talk about, whether that's putting content on your website or for your online store, which we're going to talk about as well. But you need to figure out what your main platform is, okay? Long form content does take longer to create. It just is what it is, okay? It's going to take longer to create a 10-minute video than it is a 30-second video, all right? So also think that as well. So once you figure out what kind of content you want to make, think about what kind of content you can make now, okay? If you don't have the time to record and prep content and edit and then post a 10, 15, 20-minute video, don't put the pressure on yourself to do it now, right? Because you don't want to set yourself up for failure, not success. You want to set yourself up for success, but you don't want to set yourself up for failure by, putting on you that you need to release a 20-minute video on YouTube every single week. Okay. If it's not attainable right now, it's not attainable right now. That doesn't mean that it's not attainable in the future. Right? So we got what we want to do. And then we also need to figure out what we can do now. So figure that out. Okay. In the future, if you want to end up doing both long form and short term at the same time, we will talk about that in our repurposing section of this series, but that is absolutely possible. But think about, what can you do now? Can you do the 30-second clips on TikTok? Fantastic. Okay. You're still getting yourself out there. And that's really the end goal, right? The end goal is still to put yourself out there. So figure out, first of all, long form or short form content. Then after that, figure out, what can I do now and what do I want to do in the future? All right, so stay tuned. The next section we are going to talk about is, we're going to talk about the platforms. Stay tuned. I will see you later. Bye.